YouTube as well. All right. Well, so we're going to run through just a quick agenda. Feel free to kind of ask questions along the way or save questions for the end. We don't have the MC Barry with us just yet. We'll see if he joins. It's cool if not. Cool. Yeah, let's give the rundown. Just a few topics we wanted to talk about. Obviously, we got the B-Box exchange going live tonight. Well, depends on where you live. East Coast time. It's, I guess, 8 a.m. East Coast time. So anyways, tomorrow we have the B-Box exchange going live, which we're pretty excited about. Team's been great. We're able to get this through pretty quickly, which is exciting so that we can just continue the kind of long-term strategic process. I don't know if there's any questions there. Something that's pretty important. Same with Hotbit. If you transfer to B-Box, you transfer to Hotbit, the 15% tax does apply. And some of these exchanges do charge a fee when you withdraw as well. So honestly, I don't recommend you sending Wenmoon into one of these exchanges in the future as well. The way that their wallet structure is set up, I cannot stop fees from happening. Well, yeah, I cannot. Actually, sorry, fees are not transferred on the way out. Yes. At least on Hotbit. Okay, sorry. I'll verify that on B-Box. I verified yesterday with Hotbit. You're not charged any fees when you transfer out. So let's say you transfer USDT in or some other token into one of these exchanges. Normal fees apply if they do for that exchange. You buy Wenmoon, let's just say, it's probably better to buy on Pancakeswap. Some people prefer the exchanges. Some people are already on exchanges. When you transfer out through Hotbit, no fees. No 15% transaction fee. B-Box, I'll verify that. We'll make sure to include that in the announcement because last time with Hotbit, people got really excited about it. We didn't do a good enough job letting people know not to transfer. That's I apologize for that. I thought that was just obvious. So anyways, we'll do a much better job of announcing that. B-Box has also included the information in their announcement as well. So just wanted to put that out there. We'll likely roll out a giveaway. We didn't get the chance to finalize the details on that. So we'll likely roll out some kind of giveaway if you do happen to buy through B-Box, just for funsies, I guess. Let's see, what else are we talking about? Elon, you want to give us an update on our latest graphic design hire?
Yeah, so we're working with this company. So we ended up getting a graphic designer who's going to be working directly with us. So we had a Zoom meeting today, kind of just went over who we are, what we do, gave them some examples, just kind of stuff to go up. So right now they are kind of getting together like a brand template, essentially, just kind of to something to work off of for future graphics, stuff like that. So I'm going to be working with them, kind of tweaking stuff as they make it to just have better graphics, like for every time we announce anything or just like random stuff. So yeah, so we end up having it sounds like one graphic designer, and then we'll have they kind of have a team that they work with. So we'll have them on retainer essentially. So that's going to be pretty good, I think.
Yeah, and this is an area that obviously we've had room for improvement. So appreciate for those of you who have thrown, graphics together to help us with some announcements and different things like that. Yeah, thank you. We know that this was a gap, so we are filling that. And then we are also, as you may have seen, hiring a community manager, another area. We get so many DMs and we're working on a ton of different stuff. So it can be difficult. Our mods are just A+, so we cannot thank you enough. But we'd also like to have a community manager to help drive engagement, you know, shill campaigns or whatever, basically kind of growth campaigns, engagement campaigns, giveaways, those kinds of things. We'd love to have somebody dedicated just to that. And yeah, Elon, just confirming, where does this person know that we've selected them?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
let's see who's even in here. Emmanuel.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, he knows. And then I'm gonna be meeting with him after this. And well, whenever he gets back to me, and then we'll kind of discuss the plans with that.
So we have a community manager as well to help, you know, basically, you know, fill this gap that we've had. So, you know, we're building out the team, trying to continue to improve, while also focusing on some of these long-term strategic things as well, like the depth, which we'll talk about here in a second. But for those of you who reach out interested, thank you so much. Manuel sent like this very impressive, like, I don't even know how many pages it was, rundown of like, you know, why he's a good fit and things that he'd like to bring to the community and why he loves, you know, kind of our unique selling point and so forth. And so we think he'll be a really good fit. So yeah, again, just excited to be kind of building out the team and filling some of the gaps that we have had to date. Next up, charity update.
Yeah. So with the charity, we had heard back. Well, we had our first meeting with them last week, and then they directed us to a more direct person that we can talk to, that would be easier to communicate with. So we're talking with him, and our first donation is going to be $10,000. So we should be able to get that out this week. And then we'll see if we can get some kind of announcement on their end for it, or we're just going to see like what they can do. They have like partnership regulations, and we technically can't partner with them yet. So I don't really know if they can make announcements on their end until we're partners. But that's something that we're going to work out. So hopefully we have 10K donated to Jumpstart this week. And for anyone not familiar with Jumpstart, their foundation is directed towards helping like the youth better understand money and like trading and like just be better equipped, I guess, to like graduate and like go out into the world. So obviously cryptocurrency, the way it's going, that's going to be something that they should probably have a better understanding of. And so hopefully we can help them in that area.
Awesome. Thanks. Yeah, again, just kind of reiterating the astronaut program. We kind of just started off, donated our first $1,000 to Khan Academy. And we've been, Elon's been spending some time trying to figure out who the best partner is. He has a friend that's like studying this kind of in college and helped us find, this organization that we feel pretty good about. Like, again, the goal is, you know, we're all trying to hit the moon, right? And we want to help.
To the moon!
Hey, yeah, thank you. So you know, we're trying to hit the moon. We want to help you guys hit the moon. Like, we're investing in tools to help people make smarter investment decisions, have more insight, like hopefully, you know, avoid rugs, like just help people better hit the moon, make better use of their funds essentially. And you know, we'd love to help the kids. It's all about the kids. No, but anyways, you know, we'd like to help through this financial education, I guess, financial literacy. So yeah, we should, we'll talk about this. We'll probably coordinate like every Friday or something like that. I've seen some other communities do that. And it's a nice kind of like hype event, and we can all feel good about, you know, the stuff going on here at Wenmoon. Let's see what else. Team expansion, DApp update. All right, so one, I've been busy and it's just been a lot of back and forth with the designer. So I'll share, like, this is not all of V1. I'm still going back and forth, but like I figured the community might want to see something. So like I have like basically a work in progress version, like you'll at least be able to get a feel for what the DApp is like going to look like. Again, the way that this is going to work is we are going to have a solid first version that will roll out here soon, start getting some beta user feedback, and we'll iterate from there. The focus will be on having value right off the bat and just iterating from there. And we're going to get a ton of feedback. Everyone's going to say, oh, I'd love this. I'd love this. I'd love this. Oh, I want this feature. Oh, I really like this feature. And we'll just continue to iterate from there. And so it's not going to be the biggest, greatest tool when we first release it, but it will be a very helpful tool that nobody else really is able to solve some of these problems. And we'll just continue to iterate from there. It's much easier to iterate once you have like something live. Adding a feature is usually like pretty easy depending on what the feature is, like once it's out there. So after this, I'll send out, like, again, it's not completely done. We've been going back and forth. And so I want to at least show you guys something. I've been telling you that the dev team is working. Yeah, dev team's been working on it. The designer and I just have been going back and forth on the actual like aesthetic of it. So I'll share that in the chat right after this. And let's see what else. I think there's one more thing. Nope, that's pretty much it. Yeah, again, guys, like, we're really focused on making these big moves that are really, really going to add value to the community, building out the team. I think we all can feel good about charity, but also just diving into our unique selling point of helping people hit the moon and just making better financial decisions, whether it's trading meme tokens or BSC tokens, or it is financial literacy for people that are not yet trading, and then obviously working on the DApp. Wenmoon is down. All the major tokens you go look at, it's very interesting. So if you go look at SafeMoon, Elongate, Safe BTC, Safe Mars, NFT Finance. Well, NFT Finance peaked a little bit later, but the vast majority, like those ones that I just listed, they all peaked with us on 420, and then are in decline from there. So some of them are down 50%. SafeMoon's down, like, I think a little over 50%. I grabbed all these stats yesterday. Like, Elongate is down to like less than a third of the all-time high value. Like, everybody in this kind of meme coin stage is struggling. I think we're just having some market consolidation. It started with, at least my understanding, it started with the BTC drop, and like I just think there's some consolidation going on in the space. And as things start to basically pick back up, I mean, if SafeMoon, who has 1 million plus investors, is struggling to grow and is way down, I think it's a good indication. It's like BTC with the rest of the crypto market. Usually when Bitcoin is down, altcoins go down. But then when BTC stabilizes, starts to grow, the majority of the altcoins then start to grow as well. And I think that we're seeing a bit of that in this space. And so, like, the chart is not exciting. The chart sucks. I mean, we're looking at it all day. I mean, we're still dedicating so much time. I am so tired because of all the late nights, and I just haven't been sleeping because we're just pushing. So we're trying. Again, please feel free to share feedback. But this is so much more than just what the price is right now. This is so much more than current price, current like situation in the market. I mean, BTC was like, I'm not saying this is same time horizon, not even close, but BTC's had its Bitcoin's had major highs, drops, consolidates, and then runs back up, right? And so this is what happens in the trading space. Again, we're focused. I think the thing that will allow us to really see growth long term is the fact that we're not just about, I mean, you have some tokens that are just about the memes, right? It's like, who's got the best memes, and we'll do airdrops, and like, that's what it's all about. And we're like, really trying to do something here. And yeah, so trying to make the long-term moves, the strategic decisions. Again, we're open to feedback on how we can make things better. I'm not stoked about the chart either. Really sucks, like really sucks. And again, I take like personal responsibility. I feel that because you guys all invested in this token, and I just wish that we had more control over the price. And the thing that we do have control over are the things that we're investing in. And again, that's building out the team right now, astronaut program through these donations, but really the DApp is what's going to do it for us. We haven't been going hard on influencers right now because the whole market in these meme coins, they're just in decline right now. So we're, if we go hire an influencer, we're going to get a temporary bump, and then it's just going to get eaten up, right? Where we're just going to continue to go sideways. And like, I'm not confident that if we go spend $5,000 to $20,000 on influencers tomorrow, that it's going to start a really nice solid uptrend that's going to sustain. I would much rather wait until the market is as a whole ready to start that growth, and then we can start really adding fuel to the fire. So again, absolutely open to suggestions, feedback. We're no uber geniuses over here. We want to do what's best for the community, and we really appreciate everybody's feedback and ideas. I feel like we've done a decent job of responding to those and building out the community and so forth. So yeah.
Not to cut you off there, Case, but just a quick question. You asked for feedback and our interactions. What do you think is best for the community right now?
I think what's best for the community is focusing on not where this thing is today or tomorrow, but where we want to go and what you want to be a part of. I've said this, I think, in every AMA, and I will continue to say this. Like, if you continuing to hold Wenmoon is not the right decision for you or your family, like financially, like I absolutely do not want anybody to feel guilty continuing to hold HODL, because that's the thing to do. And I really appreciate everybody's work in here and hustle helping to show. But like, if this isn't the right move for you, then that's what I care a lot more about that than a temporary decline. Like, prices go up, prices go down, and as long as we're continuing to build real value, I think we're going to continue to go up. So yeah, what's best for the community? Take a chill pill.
Yeah. Not to cut you off once again, Case. Where do you see the project in 6 months?
Oh wow! In 6 months, I think we're gonna have a pretty expansive series of applications that this whole altcoin world is taking advantage of to help them make smarter decisions, avoid the rugs. Dude, we were doing a little bit of research on, okay, how many rugs are showing up in crypto moonshots, and we would just watch these tokens and just rug. It was so easy to see, okay, dev's holding LP tokens, or the dev is showing LP tokens burned on a different coin. There's just all these tricks that we're gonna be able to solve with software pretty easily. So 6 months from now, who knows what the price is? I'd love to see us in the billions in terms of market cap for sure. I think that's easily attainable. I think if all the these tokens like SafeMoon and stuff didn't see the drop on 420 and the sell-off start to happen, I think we'd be we'd have already handed out a Lambo. We would we'd be close to the billion mark probably now. We were a 2x away from that, and we've eaten 2x's for breakfast, right? So I can't speak to price, ideally billions market cap, but really what we can control is how good our dApps are, our apps are that the community is using. Good question. Any other questions?
Case on the subject of prices. If you remember, I told you about Zeppelin and other big projects, and I'm looking at them, and one thing Wenmoon is different from others is we are going sideways already. The only thing I could find that is going sideways is Hungry. Hungry looks kind of the same as Wenmoon. Everything else is still falling. Like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it now. Everything else is in decline. They ain't going sideways. So we are doing better than other coins. For example, Zeppelin is down. What is that? Zeppelin is down 7 times. 7 times.
Yeah.
That's a lot, because we are down like what, 4.3 times or something like that. So yeah, I mean, even Eclipse fell down. Everything fell down. I mean,
Everything.
and I think one thing that like a lot of people sold off yesterday, and the panic whale and everything, and I think a lot of people went into other coins, and other coins fell more than we did, and we are now like flatlining. So
yeah,
it's just like a matter of time when people in other coins will like start to sell off, and there will be like maybe everything will like flatline for a while, and then everyone will start to like buy again, because it's not only like our fault, because let's be honest, the last week wasn't very friendly to crypto at all. I mean, the things Pancakeswap did, still are doing, is something I don't understand. The version 1 and version 2,
Yeah.
it's just confusing not only us, but I think the whole ESC chain. Not to mention like the whole world panicking, and the FUD and everything. So it was just a bad week for crypto. Crypto didn't want to play with us, but I think like I said, we are doing better than others. So and others don't have hired devs to build a tool, so I think we are in advantage.
I agree. I mean, again, we watch a lot of the projects, like we're trying to learn from them as much as possible, and the thing that's given me comfort is the fact that we are focused on, you know, building something that's like meaningful, really adds value to the community. I think that's where we win. Thanks, man. Trevor, did you have something for us?
I did. So I do have a question. I'm not sure if it's been answered before. It's my first time joining your AMA, so glad to be here. I do have a question as far as the burning goes. I know, I think SafeMoon, they said they're going to burn down to 25 trillion. That's the rumor that I've been seeing. Do you guys have a set token limit that you're going to burn down to?
So we've run some math. I mean, right now, I don't know what that number is exactly. Right now we still have a good amount of kind of runway. And so we have kind of the next, what are we at? We have until 100,000 token holders planned for burns. I mean, they're getting increasingly smaller. But no, like we will probably pause at 100,000. Like what I'd really like to do is I'd like to bring in a consultant and like help us make sure that we're thinking about allocating the rest of our funds. I mean, we use some of the Wenmoon tokens in our distributor account when we go live on exchanges. Exchanges have different like kind of requests for how much Wenmoon we're providing them. We provide liquidity as well, so it's not impacting price. And as we get larger and we're going on larger exchanges, so like I don't. It's a good question. I don't know what the exact number is yet, but we still have a lot of room essentially.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Any other questions? We can make it quick. If not, get the hype train going for the B-Box listing, and and then I'll share. It's not all the way done. Please feel free to post any feedback, but I'll share like the first glimpse of what Wenmoon's profits tool is going to look like. Cool. The more I work with the dev team, the more I'm excited. And again, it's like who doesn't want to see how much they've earned in reflection tokens, what the value is, and so forth. Just a bunch of cool, fun stuff. Barry, yeah, cool. Any other questions? We'll be in the chat. Mods, thank you so much. Investors, thank you so much. Yeah, Rob, what's up?
I have a question. Like I had an idea yesterday. I talked about it with like few people. What if like you know how Interpol works in finding people, right? With like face scans and everything, name or what? Like police tracks people, right? So what if we could like make a tool that basically people could report like a rug, let's say 10 or 15 people report, let's say an address or a wallet that rugged something, and like it could make like an alert. Look, this is like a reported address or like an owner of someone, and like it's doing something again. So we could mark that wallet as like a potential scam, or someone that holds that wallet is like a scammer, and everything he does on the blockchain we could track and see.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a good idea.
Would that be like a possibility? I don't know. It was just like an idea.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a good idea. I think you're going to see probably some people that are scamming and running these rug pulls that we might be able to catch, but like it's very easy to kind of open up a new wallet and then you know, kind of start clean. So like in my software experience, I mean, it is difficult to like catch hackers, right? Like there's no one size fits all, or like you build a wall, then they build a ladder, right? And then you build the wall a little bit taller, and then they bring a little bit of larger of a ladder. So you catch people along the way, but it's like we'll see. I think that we'll definitely be able to do some stuff, right? Like even PooCoin is showing like, hey, the wallet, or sorry, the dev still holds 100% of the LP tokens. Like that's helpful, but there's still a lot, you know, further we can go, I think.
Yeah. Like this is just the start. And one thing about like the previous question was like, what's the future of Wenmoon in like 6 months? Wenmoon isn't 1 month old even.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the whole
that's crazy.
SafeMoon isn't 4 months old. So
very true.
I mean, this is a whole new world. So
yeah, I mean, that's a very good point. I think, yeah, the thing that I like am most excited about is with you know, with my software background, being able like just seeing all the opportunity in the stuff that's not built is that's like really exciting to me.
Hey guys, just I'm sorry to interrupt. Just want to say thank you guys for being pretty transparent and like open with all the stuff that you guys are working on. Like a lot of like devs don't really like take the time, or like I said at the other forum, they were talking about a car they were looking at and like had nothing to do with crypto or the project in mind, you know. It was kind of annoying. I sold out and just transferred to Wenmoon.
Hey, let's go. That's funny.
That's what I was saying about all other people. They are doing like giveaways, so the coin is basically going into like a super bingo or whatever. It loses its purpose. Crypto isn't for that. I mean, you shouldn't be focusing on giveaways and stuff. That's just like an add-on as a bonus, like a landmark, an achievement. Leveling up.
I appreciate it. Trevor, did you have something else?
I did. So you mentioned dApps and whatnot. I know that you guys may not have any specifics on, you know, what you're working on, but do you have any, I guess, long-term goals for a use case that I just haven't seen? I mean, like I said, it's my first AMA with you guys.
Yeah. No, I mean, we can share details. So I know, like I have a guy from the community that's helping with the site, which has been helpful. So I'd love to get like, I think we're probably in a place, and once this design is like 100% done, then we'll definitely be in a place. So yeah, I want to get a site on the page where we can really discuss dApp v1. So dApp v1 is a tool called Profits. I mean, it's not set in stone. So if anybody has any better ideas, naming is hard. More than willing to make adjustments. So basically, kind of the idea behind dApp v1 is there aren't great analytics into both your his current wallet holdings, as well as historical trades. And so the goal being to help provide better kind of insight and intelligence into what you are currently holding and how you are trading. So for example, like there's no great way out there to see like a lot of the coins in the kind of like BSC, Ethereum space have reflection, right? SafeMoon, we have 15% redistribution reflection, same thing. So 15% redistribution tokens. Well, if you've been holding since day one or week one, you've earned a lot of, well, depending on how many you're holding, you've earned probably a decent amount of Wenmoon just from holding. Well, it'd be really cool to see how much you've earned from holding and what the value is of those reflection tokens, for example. It's very easy. There's just no tool doing that. Or there's no tool to show you what your average buy-in price is. So if you've had more than, it's actually difficult just to even see what your buy-in price was. And so like basically what it'll be is you'll see the image, but basically it will list, okay, here's all the tokens that you have. Here's what how many you're holding, the USD price, and you can look at BNB price as well. Here's how many here's what your buy-in price, here's how much you've paid in total. So here's how much you're up. Here's what your average buy-in price is. Here's how many tokens you've earned from redistribution. Here's the value of those tokens. Here's how many tokens you have locked up in a liquidity pool, and or whatever they have these different liquidity locks. Here's how long they're locked up, and here's the value of them. Right? And basically just a bunch of stats around the tokens that you have, showing total value and so forth. And then you'll also be able to see that for your historical trades as well. And essentially the goal is just to help provide more insights into your trades to make smarter trades. We'll also like kind of soon after, it'll probably be in the form of an extension, but it will also help you to see the tokenomics behind tokens before you hop into them. So like so many people are selling, will hop into Wenmoon and then sell quickly, and they don't realize that there's a 15% transaction up front and on the back end. People just like hop in very quickly, right? So yeah, there's a few things that we want to build. First one is just very simple utility to help provide insights into what you're holding in historical trades. And then we've discussed other things that we'd like to build, but yeah, and these are things that we have a dev team that is currently working on it. I'm hoping to have like a beta that maybe it's just mods, like I'm not sure, depends on how well it looks like, that people are using like in a couple of weeks, and then we'll be able to do a broader rollout depending on how that goes very soon after.
Okay, so I believe I've heard this before. Are you familiar with I think it's GDT Gorilla Diamond by chance?
I'm not.
So to be clear, I have a crypto group. We research a lot of cryptos and whatnot, and then there's also cryptos that you can spend a few dollars and get a lot of coins with. Wenmoon being one of those where you can spend $100 and get millions of coins.
Yep.
So there was another one. It was called Gorilla Diamond. Honestly, I don't have a lot of faith in that program, but I do believe that they had an AMA with about a week ago where they listed some of the similar qualities. So I'm just curious as to, do you guys have a timeline, and would that be something you guys would look into? Because if they try and release something like that before you guys, it would kind of suck. Which their program is still relatively new, a lot more new than you guys. But I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware of something like that. Maybe look into it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely look into it. I'd be curious, like what they're building, kind of like. And I appreciate the heads up. So we'll check it out. It looks like they have Q3 for development. So I mean, we'll have probably a couple things out before Q3. At least this profits tool will be like in a really good place by then. We'll have gone through a few different iterations with the community. So, and basically the goal will be, okay, we'll get it out. Probably not first month. Like we'll see. But essentially what we'll have is we'll have some gated premium features that require you to hold some amount of Wenmoon, or we'll charge you some amount of Wenmoon at like ideally you have to hold, but we'll see, to access some of these premium features. So a lot of it will be free because adoption is critical. Drive adoption, then offer some kind of premium features either on top or gate some of the existing features. And the goal being of, if you have all of these people that are holding Wenmoon, you now start to increase the price floor, because everyone's holding Wenmoon not just for speculative trading, but they're holding it for the actual utility of the software. Kind of the stance that we've had when it comes to software is like, there's a lot of gaps in the current market, and we just want to solve unsolved problems. Like people have said, why do you think this is so innovative? And the answer is like, we're not trying to be super innovative necessarily. Maybe we'll get the chance to at some point, but we're actually just trying to build pretty simple stuff that just nobody else has built that there's a lot of need for. So yeah, thanks for the heads up on Gorilla Diamond. I will check it out.
Yeah, man.
Trevor,
No problem.
sorry about that.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey Trevor, quick question. You were mentioning that project. Do you know how many exchange listings that project might have? Because I do realize that like a lot of the time and resources not necessarily have been spent on developing the app, but more on the exchange listings, So I do understand that you guys have definitely like split time, and you can't do a million things at once. So that was my current question. Like obviously like I'm very on board with what's going on. Like I hate using like 4 different apps to figure out how much I've earned. Because like with Wenmoon, you have to use Blockfolio and then Bogged or like different ones, and they're not all necessarily telling you the right price.
Yeah, no, I absolutely get it. Honestly, this was a coin that my group pretty much said, fuck it, and we just tossed $20 into it to get a couple billion coins. I watched their AMA shortly. I think they're on Coin Tiger. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. So it's just, I think it's 1, maybe 2 listings, not very many. And honestly, the project, it doesn't seem like it's going to go really anywhere. Like I have very, very little faith in it. I was just letting you guys know that I believe I heard it there. So, if you wanted to look into it and be like, hey, like, it's kind of our idea. So.
Yeah. Or I guess the real question is, Trevor, did you just come in here to show that other coin? I'm just kidding.
No, absolutely not. I have a lot more money invested into Wenmoon.
Let's go.
So.
I was kidding, but yeah, no. Thanks for the heads up. And I mean, yeah, I can't remember which one it was. Barry had brought up another project that like basically you could look at your portfolio, but it just showed the basic like